I have returned, brothers and sisters of the Imperium. But not only am I back in your glorious lives, it's also Monday, which means we're going to be talking about some rumours. And I have some pretty big things to talk about. 40k stuff, potential Necromunda stuff, old world stuff, a little sprinkle of Horus Heresy on top as well. So let's jump in and let's get waffling. So by now, we're all aware that we've gone through the big spring reveals. We've seen everything that's coming out for the Custodians, Chaos Space Marines, etc., etc. The next two big armies on the horizon are Jeanstealer Cults and Sisters of Battle, and I am starting to hear some more information about what we will be getting with that. I want to start with the Jeanstealer Cult first, and then we'll go on to the Sisters of Battle. Now, for Jeanstealers, you are only going to be getting one new character, unlike Chaos, where they got two new characters. Jeanstealers is one new character, and apparently it's going to be a Psyker-esque character. Now, the description that I got about this character was it's kind of like the Necromunda Psyker with the huge swollen head. I'll try and get the image and put it in the background right now, but it's something along the lines of that for a brand new HQ for Jeanstealer Cults. I'm also being whispered that Jeanstealer Cults, of course, are also getting a box set. Everyone is supposed to be getting a box set during this 10th edition release. Everyone. The contents of this box set apparently are, let me just read this out right so I don't get it wrong. Apparently there's going to be two Goliath rock grinders. The rock grinders are there, I think it's like your transportation vehicle, right, for the Jeanstealers, if I'm not mistaken. So two of them, which I have heard are quite good for Jeanstealer Cults. Please tell me if they're not good. And apparently the rest is going to be filled with like neophytes and hulking brutes. I'm not sure how many numbers of neophytes or hulking brutes, but I was told definitely two rock grinders, and then the rest are just neophytes and hulking. I'm sure that the new HQ is going to be in there. I'm sure there's other things going to be added in there, but that is the information that was just whispered to me, and that's what I have at this moment in time. And moving on from the Jeanstealer Cult all the way to the Sisters of Battle, the glorious Sisters of Battle. Always love the Sisters. Apparently, you're only going to be getting one brand new HQ as well. The Whispers of the Warp are saying it's going to be a brand new Canoness, but this time it's a Canoness with like a jump pack on it, and that apparently is going to lean into the brand new Sisters of Battle box set, which is going to be filled with like Seraphim. I'm sure there's going to be more stuff in there. I did hear that apparently there's going to be two tanks in that box. It seems like everything's getting two of two, right? Two Jeanstealer vehicles, two Sisters of Battle tanks. I'm not sure what tanks they are. Are they like the piano tanks? There's some other type of tank. Not sure at this moment in time, but I am dead certain that the Whispers are right about the one HQ for the Sisters of Battle, which again is that flying Canoness. Now, the big question is, and I want your chaps' help on this, is when is going to be the next big reveal show? It's looking like this year is going to be one of the first years since COVID that we haven't had a walk-in Warhammer Fest. It seems that GW have cancelled it, so maybe they're going to be moving it into the more digital era this year. Maybe the announcement's coming for that. I'm not too sure when the next big show is, because when the next big show is, I'm sure it's going to be the announcement of everything we've just talked about and potentially more. We still got that Agent of the Imperium so-called codex out there in the wild, ready to be unleashed upon us. So that's going to be shown off as well. So I'm just waiting now when the next big reveal show is so we can get to see all this glorious 40k stuff. What is it? Help me out. Now, jumping from 40k to the old world. I love the old world. We just had the dwarves revealed. It's amazing. I love it. Looks fan-bloody-tastic. Now, when it comes to the old world, I'll say this right now. The Whispers of the Warp cannot be trusted. There's so many Whispers. They're fighting against each other. I've heard like Chaos Warriors are supposed to be next for the old world. The Empire is supposed to be next. High Elves and stuff like that. Like, I just don't know who to listen to. I'm going to try and listen to the Whispers that I trust the most. And I'm hearing a lot of stuff about the Empire. Now, I'm not saying the Empire's next. I'm just saying I've heard some stuff about the Empire. Potentially, there's going to be a brand new artillery unit. Not sure if that's true. I have heard from more than one Whisper, which again, I trust these Whispers, that apparently there is going to be one brand new Empire General, which does make sense because everyone, of course, is getting new like HQs and leaders. And apparently there's going to be three brand new wizards introduced to the Empire armor as well. Hopefully that turns out to be true. I'm a huge Empire fan. Dwarves, Empire, Bretonians, that's like my triumphant of like, let's take on the world. So yeah, really excited to see what the Empire gets. Is it going to be next? Hopefully it is, because that's another army that I absolutely love, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's going to be like Chaos or, well, Beastmen or, I don't know, something on the lines of that. We've just had Dwarves, so they may flip it and do like, you know, like the bad guys armor, and then a good guys armor, then back to like the bad guys, like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But hopefully, brand new models on the horizon for the old world to keep that hype train going. Now, jumping back to 40k, and this time with Necromunda in the specialist games, we got to see a couple of weeks ago the Necromunda Secundus trailer. A little bit more information in regard to that in terms of the box set that I'm hearing from the Whispers of the Warp. I'm hearing something called an Horus Spira. It's a Vansay Tech Hunters versus Mutant Jeanstealers, Bugs and Cultists, based on Hive Scum. That is like the description that was whispered to me. I'm not sure if that makes sense for Necromunda players like back in the day or anything like that, but apparently that's what it's going to be moving forward for Necromunda. Apparently there's going to be a lot more stuff coming with Necromunda Secundus. You know, of course, like new gangs and everything like that. Big things, really, really big things. I'm hearing that Necromunda is supposed to be the big place for awesome looking new models. So if you're a Necromunda fan, hey, looks like the sky's the limit for you. And just to end the video, let's talk about the Horus Heresy. Yes, the AdMech are coming. Plastic AdMech have come in. I've been speaking about this for weeks now. We finally got the trailer, the teaser and stuff like that, which we talked about. You know, new plastic AdMech tanks. Apparently new, like, big chunky robots all in plastic are coming for the AdMech. A lot of stuff coming for the AdMech, which is got to be great. It's going to be fantastic. But what I've started to hear about is the potential next Space Marine box set. And I have been whispered through the warp that this potentially is going to introduce the next mark of armor. Now, I'm not sure what mark of armor it is right now, but let's face it, there's only 3 marks left. You can, you know, Mark 4, which I don't see Mark 4 right now. It's either going to be Mark 2 or Mark 5, which for me are both fantastic because I love Mark 2 and I love Mark 5. So whatever comes, if this rumor does turn out to be true, if we do get Mark 5 or Mark 2, it's going to be an absolute win for me. And I'm sure it's going to be an absolute win for a lot of people who play the Horus Heresy as well, because there's a lot of fans out there of that mark. I'm still gathering a little bit more information about this, so fingers crossed I'll have some more stuff going forward in the future. I think the AdMech stuff is going to come out before the next big wave of Space Marine stuff. I think it's going to be AdMech, and then going to start introducing more Space Marine stuff. Again, I've heard like breaches rumored and stuff like that with the Space Marine stuff. How true that is, I want to believe. That's where I'm at this moment in time. I want to believe. I think once the AdMech stuff is out the way, I'll start hearing a few more whispers, a few more guaranteed and like, you know, sourceable rumors, let's say, from the Whispers of the Warp regarding all the Space Marine stuff. Someone did ask me about Malkador tanks, which I want to say in the video right now before we end it. I have heard we are going to be getting more variants of the Malkador tanks. So if you're a Soul Auxiliary player, yes, you are going to get more variants. What variants? Your guess is as good as mine. I don't really know at this point, but I have been told the way that that model was built, the way it is right now in the box, it's designed so you can just interchange and, you know, do different things with it, you know, different variants of the tank. So yes, if it's designed like that, it's definitely going to happen. Well, again, I'm hearing whispers that it's definitely happening. So yeah, more Malkador variants are going to be bloody coming. Right, enough waffling from me. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. I haven't done a video in like a week, and it's like I've never done a video before. I'm like, oh, I'm tripping over my own bloody words. But thank you everyone for wishing me a nice holiday. Hopefully everyone had a great Easter, everything like that. I am back now. There's got to be a lot of big things coming. Brace yourself, right? Brace yourself. A lot of massive things are on their way. See ya. Have a great day. Have a great evening. Have a great night, whatever you're at. If you've got any thoughts, feedback, anything like that. Got any questions? Post it down below, and I'll do my best to try and answer them. See ya, and bye-bye.